Yeah, people like swears.
No. What? You got less of an audience that way, Eric.
That is not true. Look at the dollop.
Well, they're comedians. You just told me that recently.
We're basically comedians. We just don't ever perform.
Right. All right. So
I mean, people laugh at us, so that's funny. That's comedic.
Do they though?
That's what they do. I hear it all the time.
Okay. Well, what else was I going to do? Anything? Is that it? Is that all?
Is it on the Nice Guy Network page or no?
Yeah, the Hangout is.
Oh, I don't see it. I just see the old one.
I just posted it.
It's refreshing. It just says paddleboarding.
Might take a second. I don't know why you never had to drop the F-bombs before on this show.
I changed my mind.
You're just accidentally doing it now.
I'll try not to do it. I'll just try. It's hard.
We actually do have a clean tag on iTunes, so that is definitely something we got to watch for.
You just change it. I think you can change it per episode, but I don't know how much extra work that is for you. It's still not showing the new one for me on the Nice Guy Network. So I have to go into Wildernet podcast? No, that's not doing it. Oh boy.
Oh wow. I don't know what that was.
That was Gus.
That didn't sound like that sounded like a chicken, man.
Eddie, just don't chase the cat.
Trust me, I posted it.
All right, well, whatever. I'm not seeing it, so.
Well, I'll double check. No, it's definitely showing up for me. Published 1 minute ago.
Weird. I even went to Edge and opened up an Edge and then did a brand new window and it's still not showing it. I still just see Wildernet paddleboarding. Seems weird. I guess I believe you. I just don't know why I'm not seeing it.
All right. Well, let's do this thing. Hey.
All right. Let's get
What are we talking about again? Yeah. Oh yeah. We got to change the date. I always forget to change the date. Still Monday, but it's the 17th now. Okay, that's easy math. Nice. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, does this sound okay to you? Whatever, that's not what we want. Still sound kind of loud. I turned it down a little bit. All right. In 3, 2, 1. This is the Wildernet podcast for Monday, July 17th, 2017, episode 36. Hello and welcome back to the Wildernet podcast, where we rediscover nature in the digital age. I think I forgot to say that last time. It had been so long, I had forgotten our tagline. I'm Shane.
Howdy, I'm Eric. Welcome.
Welcome to the show. How are you doing on this fine evening?
Doing great. It's a great Monday. I like it.
Yeah.
Yep, my wife hates this about me, but I actually enjoy Mondays.
Well, she
says something's wrong with me. I believe her, but it doesn't change it.
It is. It's funny how I think I actually prefer Mondays over Sunday night sometimes. Well, at least the anticipation of the work week is almost worse than it actually being Monday. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. So here we are, back at the show, and we are proving to be consistent since our last show. I think Eric was very adamant about doing that, staying consistent. So going ahead and doing that here. So what's up? You've been doing any fun outdoor activities lately?
Yeah, I actually spent the weekend in the UP, the Upper Michigan area up north. Yeah, it's nice. It was real nice. Stayed at a family or relative's cabin. Really quaint little cabin. It was really nice on the Menominee River in Wallace, Michigan, Upper Michigan. So did some kayaking and there's a bonfire. There's lots of mosquitoes. Actually, it was kind of neat. When we got there around midnight, 12:30 at night on Friday, we actually heard some wolves howling. So
that's cool.
That was cool. That was probably one of my favorite parts, actually.
I got to say, for a second there, I was worried because I'd never heard these two phrases uttered simultaneously by you, Eric. I believe you said there was lots of mosquitoes and then something really neat or something along those lines. Actually, it was really cool, or whatever you were saying about the wolves there.
Yeah, I hate mosquitoes so much. It's just such a problem.
Yeah, they're not great.
Like what kind of demon is that thing? What are they doing here? Spiders, mosquitoes. For a guy that loves the outdoors, I cannot stand those darn. Well, one's an insect and one's an arachnid, right?
Oh,
technically spiders aren't insects because they don't have 6 legs.
Correct. That is correct.
And ticks are part of that family too, the arachnid family.
That is the as far as I understand, yes, that is the case.
The devil's in the details, and the details are ticks, spiders, and mosquitoes. They're the devil.
Yeah, I'd actually take the spiders over the former of those two, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you can see them. Ticks are... whatever. We can move on. How was your weekend?
Mine was pretty good. On Saturday, I got to play something I hadn't for years and years, and that was kickball.
Oh, that's fun.
At a birthday party.
A birthday party.
An old coworker of mine, and that was a lot of fun, except I had brought sandals and ended up just going barefoot, and I think that wasn't the best to run on around the infield as it were.
Yeah.
But I was okay.
How's the field? We had a lot of rain that passed through. Was it swamped with water, or was it dry and nice?
No, I didn't actually didn't see a lot of flooded areas there. Right immediately following the kickball, we went over to what we're going to be talking about here in just a moment. But do I spill the beans now?
No. I was going to say, what I got to do for a long time? I mean, I didn't do it for a long time, but I haven't done it for a long time, and I got to do it for a little bit of time.
What on earth are you talking about right now?
I got to play volleyball for the first time in a long time in the sand, barefoot. And the court, would it be a volleyball court? Sand court? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was pretty swamped, actually. That's why I was asking you. There's a couple puddles there in the sand, but it was a lot of fun. I actually I won the game. What can I say?
I saved the day. I
saved the day. Yeah, I had the winning last bump, so I felt good about that. I contributed something. I was subbing in for someone.
Sweet. Well, congratulations.
That was neat. Anyway, yeah, you want to give it away now? Give it away now.
Yeah, I don't know how much we're going to be able to talk about here exactly, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If this ends up being a short episode, so be it. But let's go right into
the activity of the week.
Now I feel like that's not loud enough. What do you think?
That's okay. I mean, you're not going to have to redo it or anything.
So this week we are talking about beer gardens, and that something I've kind of wondered at. Clearly, they're a German thing. I don't know if they are, primarily something you see in this state or if they're kind of all over. That I am not sure about. I know we have quite a few of them. Scott is excited about this one.
Yeah, buddy. He knows all about that beer garden because he was there.
Oh, well, that one. Yeah, that's true. Well, so at any rate, the place where I had played kickball was this Estabrook Park, and they have a beer garden there, as it turns out. And first of all, I've never even been to this park, but at least I don't think I have. And pleasantly surprised that was there after a nice few innings. I ended up showing up late to the party, but just was able to walk right over and grab some beers. I mean, there was a long line there, which I'm beginning to realize that seems to be a common theme with beer gardens, at least some of the ones that I've been seeing around here lately. That one,
because the beer's so good. I mean, you got to line up.
yes, yeah. Yeah, Facebook does get quite a few people in here.
We have people in here. People are where are you that you can see people? Are you on the YouTube thing? How do you know what's happening? How come I'm so out of the loop?
This is just on my personal Facebook page.
Well, should whatever.
Hey Matt, what's going on?
So I Wikipedia'd first beer garden ever, and you're right, Shane. They are. So I'm on Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt, right? But you are right. They did originate in Munich, the capital of the German state of Bavaria, in the 19th century.
They're very much German themed around here.
Yeah, and it says the history of this, right? It's talking about it's unknown which Munich brewery opened the first Bavarian Biergarten. How do you say that? Biergarten?
Well, yeah, Biergarten, something like that.
Biergarten. Am I doing it right?
Butchering it, even though I should.
You're German, yeah. Hey. Okay, well, so Eric can't do accents, and Shane can't either. But it was likely one of Munich's big six. I don't know. Lauenbrau, Hofbrauhaus, Schalkebrau, Polonia, and Hakasha, and Spaten. What is known is that they developed the Kingdom of Bavaria in 19th century. Where's the date here? Give me a date. 1539 and 1553. Wow. And the cool seasons, which sounds like fall beer. Oh my gosh,
they go back a while. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. There's a decree here pictured. Decree by King Maximilian Joseph von Bierjarn, dated January 4th of 1812, allowing Munich brewers to serve beer from their cooling cellars, but no food other than bread. It's a lot of carbs.
Bread, yeah, no kidding. Well, that is fascinating. Thank you for that information there, Eric.
Might have just derailed us a little bit. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, it's good. Like I said, we got to fill the time somehow.
Biergarten. I don't know.
So,
yeah.
So this particular one, Esterbrook Biergarten, is out of Milwaukee, or I believe it may be the Shorewood area there. It's got to be because it's pretty much right there by the signs are. I guess it's a village. I didn't know Shorewood.
Shorewood. Yeah.
So that's why it's not why it says Milwaukee on the map. But these are things that I'm learning even at my old age here. But so this one's open daily at noon, weather permitting, it says. And
daily, like every day of the week?
Well, it says, yeah, that's what the website says.
Really?
Different hours for different things, like fish fry.
Different hours for different things. That sounds like a pretty vague statement.
You're during that whole time, I would imagine. But there, if you want to check that one out, that's the most recent one I've been to. That's EsterbrookBeergarden.com. No way. Good domain grab there. So the other one, so this is probably the one that I've been to the most. And I realize we're just talking about local, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. We're from Wisconsin.
Yes, and in fact, pretty much everyone that's joined us on Facebook here is from this area. So, and a lot of them are likely familiar with a lot of these. And so this one in particular, Menominee Falls, is called the Schwabenoff. And this one is not. It does not have those same kind of hours because it is only open Thursdays, and I believe they have a proper restaurant and indoor.
What do you mean proper?
Indoor restaurant.
Are you being fancy right now? They have a proper restaurant.
Yes, I'm being fancy. And never. I don't know what it means. 4 p.m. every Thursday from May through September, they have this bad boy open. It's open, but it's outside at the same time, All of these, that's kind of the idea behind the beer gardens, and that's kind of why we're talking about it on our little outdoor show here. But you'll never find another outdoor show that talks about beer gardens.
Beer as much as we do. This
Yeah.
is the first time we've talked about beer or drinking it. Drinking it? We're drinking it.
Yes, and I realize Schwabenoff is a little bit of a. You might not. Actually, I should have probably spelled Esterbrook too. Esterbrook is Estabrok. Schwabenoff.
Okay.
Schwabenoff. I'll just
Schwabenoff.
give you
Are
the,
you Schwabenoff? I feel like that could be like a statement of some kind.
are you?
Are you Schwabenoff right now? I'm Schwabenoff. Are you Schwabenoff? Are you
Yeah.
Magellan? I'm Magellan.
Oh boy. All right then. So the domain, the URL for this one is the Schwabenoff.com, and that's TheSchwabenoff.com. That's a lot of letters. I'm not gonna lie. Although somehow that is a shorter domain than EsterbrookBeergarden.com.
Yeah, but it's just like impossible to spell. Good thing Google just fixes all of our spelling problems for us as you type things in. It just auto predicts.
At work, we do refer to it as the Schwab too, occasionally.
Really? So it's the Schwab in the Falls.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to go to the Schwab in the Falls and get drunk at the beer garden? The Biergarten.
And their beers are very strong. I can attest to that.
That's the best part. Those strong beers make it just. You go there on like a semi-empty stomach. I'm not saying starve yourself, but you drink one of those. Something about stronger alcohol content beers, it just does something different for you.
Yes, but be safe out there, people.
Yeah, don't be an idiot. Hey, you know what? Speaking of that, we're going to take a turn into doom and gloom here.
Yeah.
There was recently, there was Delafield Days, right? That was a big thing in the Delafield area in Lake Country. And there was, we were leaving there it was on a Saturday night, and all of a sudden, all of the first responders left the thing. Car after car after car, like squad cars, ambulance, fire truck. And later on, we looked it up, and there was a DUI. And what had happened is a Good Samaritan had pulled over to help someone change their tire, and a drunk driver hit and killed the Good Samaritan.
Yeah, that's not cool.
So that's terrible. So that said, sorry for the doom and gloom, everybody. But with Uber and Lyft and maybe Tesla's thing in the future, all those things combined, obviously you still have your DDs and your call a friend or phone a friend. There shouldn't be much of a reason to drink and drive anymore.
That's true.
Like I think when we went to the beer garden, my wife's pregnant. So, hey, honey, we're drunk. Can you come pick us up? Guess what? We pissed her off, but
Taking full advantage.
it was great. We didn't have to worry about drinking and driving. So
Also, I would
just
recommend
throw that big disclaimer out there for everybody.
I'd recommend go ahead. I mean, if you drink a fair amount, I don't care if people think you're an alcoholic for it. Pick up a breathalyzer.
Yeah,
Because
you have a good one.
like, yeah, I got a decent one now. They run probably average about 100, but I think it's worth it in the long run. I wouldn't really recommend the ones with the that require your phone with it though, because that's just extra work with it. So at any rate,
No, but that's a pretty good topic, right? Like we're talking about having fun, getting outside, doing great, fun activities and drinking beer, and that's awesome. And it's a ton of fun, and the alcohol can be strong, blah, blah, but it's a pretty serious note, just don't do it. I don't know.
Right. Yep.
Don't be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, well, yeah, what's the next one? Can I talk about it? Von Rothberg, beer, Stube?
Go for it.
Am I saying any of this correctly?
Sounded pretty close. Von Rothenberg, beer Stube, something like that.
Bear, Stube. Ooh, bear effer. Hey, you.
This one's in.
Bear Stube.
I don't know if you were going to keep going or not.
You won't let me swear anymore, so I just said to. It's in Germantown. Germantown, huh? Oh.
This one's in Germantown. And I've also attended, I've attended all of these. That's why we're actually talking about them. But the hours on this one, as I said, it's in Germantown. It says the Old Town Beer Hall. I think this is probably the indoor part of it. Is closed Monday, open Tuesday through Sunday, 3 p.m. to midnight. And then the Von Rothenberg Beer Stube is open Monday through Thursday. I think that is the outdoor, the beer garden portion, 3 p.m. through midnight. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11 a.m. till midnight. And that website is German Beer Stube. I don't know. However you want to say that. .com. And that's German.
So did you say before, did you say Old German Beer Hall or did you say Old Town Beer Hall?
I don't know. What did you hear?
I think I heard Old German Beer Hall, but we'll have to listen back at some point.
Well, I don't think I was incorrect.
Well, so there's this place in Milwaukee that I always refer to as the Old German Beer Hall, but it's called the Hofbrau Munich Beer in Milwaukee.
Oh.
Do any of these beer gardens have Hammerschlagen?
The one that we're talking about right now does indeed. At least I technically only went there once, but it did have the Hammerschlagen.
Hammerschlagen's one of my favorite games. So we played that in the Dells, Shane. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. Which time? You're talking about the one? Are you talking about at a bachelor party?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Dang it, this game. It's rigged.
Well, it's very difficult when you're using the back. The back of the hammer. It's just, and that's how you're supposed to do it, supposedly.
Back of the hammer was my nickname in carpentry class in 8th grade. Woodshop. Hey, back of the hammer, get over here.
Just gonna move right past that. And what were you saying? Does the back of the hammer actually need to be used or not?
Yeah, I think it does. And so I played a couple weeks ago at a friend's house. They have it all set up, and we actually use our non-dominant hand. So I use my left hand. That made it awkward for me and everybody. And this one guy hit the nail with the hammer. I don't think we use the back of it. We just use our left hands or non-dominant hands. And
wow.
he
Not even a hammer. Wow, that's crazy.
And he hit it, and the nail went flying. Like, it was dangerous. And then it happened like 2 or 3 more times after that. So every time someone would go take a swim, we're all like backing up 10 feet. Could have lost an eyeball.
Yeah, could be a dangerous game potentially.
A little bit of excitement though. It was a lot of fun, I tell you. Get the adrenaline rushing, nails flying everywhere. Get my left hand skills leveled up a little bit.
Oh boy. So it's German. That's German. Beer, Bier. Stube. I still don't know.
Stube, come on.
STUBE.com.
So the next one, so it's German. Yeah, you said that already. German Bier Stuben.
Stube. No N at the end.
I don't know why that's happening.
Or just Stube.
What are you drinking, Shane?
I haven't had that much, Eric.
I'm just asking what you are drinking. I wasn't implying that you're drinking a lot.
I just have a refreshing Miller Lite. I'm not going to do product placement here. But...
So my tagline says, "Get outside, drink scotch." Those are 2 separate thoughts. Just put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
The next one's the Raised Grain Brewery Pop, which I would call a pop-up.
Wait, what?
Pop-up beer garden.
Did I not finish this?
I thought that's what it was because that's what you had. Pop.
Yeah, I don't think
it's a beer garden.
Yeah, it's just pop-up beer garden. Yeah.
Pop. That reminds me of what's that? Wasn't that like a VH1 thing back in the day? Pop-up video.
Yep.
Like the little bubbles would pop up everywhere.
Yeah.
That one I went to with you and Mike and Scott, if he's still watching. Scotty. That was a ton of fun.
Scotty still
strong beer too. That was strong, and I liked it.
Yes, it was. And so the first time, yeah, these pop-up. First off, let's back the train up here just a little bit. Raised Grain Brewery is a brewery out of Waukesha, which is an area I am very familiar with. And they have a brewery. So as far as I know, I don't actually know of any other breweries in Waukesha at this point. But the story I've heard is that it was started by 3 doctors, and they're kind of just killing it now. And I think they're doing very well. I've heard they're potentially expanding, all this fun stuff. And they don't really have food. They have here we go. Scott says, "Yep, still here. Love that Raised Grain near Home Depot and Menards." Yep.
Well, that's where it is. That's where it is.
That's where it is.
Wasn't there a bar there before? Or was that the same thing?
No, I don't know. I doubt it because it's kind of like an industrial, not industrial, like I don't know what you call it. It's a business park.
Interesting.
They kind of serve food. They also have a food truck, and sometimes they bring that around to these pop-up beer gardens also. So
Which is smart because it goes together really well with beer, food.
Yes, that is true. So we've been, I guess I had some of the food there. That one time we went there, Scott and I actually, that was the first time I met Scott that night. But they're a lot of fun. So they've been doing these pop-up beer gardens in the area, and it's between Waukesha, Pewaukee, and Brookfield, and which I was kind of surprised. So it's Waukesha is Minooka Park, Pewaukee in Nagawaki Park, and in Brookfield it's Foxbrook Park, I believe. And that's the one I haven't actually gone to yet. But although I did go with you to Foxbrook once. Is that?
It's kind of like Pewaukee Brookfield border. If that makes sense.
Or is that a different place?
Say again, Land Quarry?
Is that not? That's a different place.
That's very different. That's like Menominee Falls area.
Gotcha. Well, I think I've been to both of those places with you.
Yeah. I take you places.
Yeah, it's true.
I added one.
Oh, real quick though, I was just gonna say, sorry, don't mean to cut you off here, but you can find all the dates and everything because it's kind of all over the place. It's generally Thursday through Saturday, but the website raised-grain-brewing.com/ you can find it from the homepage too, but otherwise it's /beer-garden.
What a brilliant idea to have a quote unquote pop-up beer garden to increase the awareness of the beer that you're brewing. So you go to county parks where nature is everywhere, and that's awesome. And to make it better, you just get a beer and walk around the county park.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. So when we went, they had bag toss. They had good music. We talked about the food truck, but it was just a great way to enjoy the outdoors and get outside. So maybe my tagline should be get outside, drink beer, and I could have a comma instead of a period. Yeah, it's awesome.
Scotch, comma wine, comma.
Wait, did they serve wine at that one too? The raised grain?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Because it's not called. What do they call those?
Pop-up wine.
Is it a wine garden? That doesn't sound right.
Vineyard.
Take the grapes from the vine. You get drunk. But didn't they have? Well, no. The Waukesha Public Library did something. What do they call that? Jazz in the park, and you bring wine. That was the thing.
Sure. Was it?
Yeah. And Milwaukee has that, right? Jazz in the park. Yaz in the park. And then you just kind of bring box wine, bottle wine, whatever. I don't know.
Jazz in the park.
Something about drinking outside is a really cool thing, especially when there's live music or just music coming from speakers, I guess. I don't know.
Get dehydrated easier, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But so, that's another thing to watch for. Have some water.
Do these things go into fall, or do they end? Are they strictly more of like a summer thing? Did it say anything about that?
So
the seasons or dates?
The grain one goes through the end of August.
Oh, okay, it's not fall at all, but
No.
In fact, I actually started to get really angry in the end of August because at that point I really want fall, and you got like a couple teaser days, and then it goes back to scorching hot, melt your face heat, and I get mad. So sorry, did you start in on the one you were talking about here yet? No, not really.
All right, well, by all means, go ahead.
See out my dog real quick. Sorry about that. Heartland. I just heard about this one. I haven't been to it, and it's real close. Heartland Village Beer Garden in Nixon Park, or at Nixon Park. Mm-hmm. You can purchase and drink beer, wine, soft drinks 4 days a week. Entler. I don't know if that's the beer or bar. I don't know who or what that is, but it says Entler will sell beer, wine, soft drinks, and food at the beer garden from 4 to 9 p.m. Thursdays and Fridays, and noon to 9 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays.
I don't think you said that name right at all. At least the way
Entler. It sounds like I'm saying Entler.
It says End-ter. End-ter.
Where does it say that? Oh, there's no L.
Yeah.
No, I was just putting it there with my mind.
Funny though, the way you were saying it was just like last episode how I was telling you about Ents. And you're like, Entler.
Yeah, it sounded weird when you just said Ents. Yeah. So this one, I don't know. That's pretty neat. That's not too far, but 4 days a week and noon to 9 on Saturday. That's a long day for someone that's manning that booth or that tent or whatever they're in.
Or whatever.
It says, it's been such a big success in Milwaukee, Lamarand said, when Pat and enter. Dang it. What is it?
And it's difficult. I'm not going to
Enter.
enter.
You shall not pass. No, enter. Came to the village and said he would like to try it. We thought it might be worth a try. I'm quoting here. The beer garden will be the first of its kind in Lake Country.
Really?
Centrally located. We're trying to encourage more people to come in downtown areas of parks, and we think this might help accomplish that. This is the most straightforward publication I've ever read by Lake Country Now. LakeCountryNow.com.
Go check them out.
The article is Beer Garden coming to Harlan Nixon Park. Yeah. We thought we'd give it a try. We're going to get people drunk, see how it goes. Who would have thought it'd be a success in Wisconsin?
Yeah. Why did it take them this long? No, I mean, they've been around a while, I guess, right?
But it seems like this, I don't remember these things last summer or the summer before that. I think the pop-up ones is what really caught my attention by Raised Grain.
I would agree.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of a new phenomenon.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, but remember, be safe. Be safe out there, people.
Yeah, download Uber, download Lyft, get both of them, because if a driver is available on one, there's likely going to be a driver available on the other. And there's so many Uber drivers and Lyft drivers. I just can't stress that enough. You know what really grinds my gears? Drunk drivers.
Yeah, and sometimes it doesn't take as much as you might think. The real thing to keep in mind is, how strong of a beverage you're consuming and how quickly, because it's nice to have something you can just sit. Oh, I know some people don't like to sip on beer, but I actually kind of prefer to.
It just kind of goes down so smooth and easy when it's that cold and top side. But I'm not trying to rip it. I mean, people make choices. Things happen. It is what it is. Years ago, it was different. Today, it's not different. It's different today in the fact that it's easier to not be able to drink and drive than it ever was before, ever. And what, 2 years? When did Uber come out?
Oh, it's been a couple years at least, I think.
It seems like it's kind of getting to scale now. Where 3 years ago, I don't think it was even out. I may have just heard of it, maybe.
Yeah, I thought I want to say it's only like 2 years.
Because before that, it was really just like you. I don't know. I guess I'll walk. I guess I'll drive. I don't want to leave my car here. Who's the least drunk? We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll get a DD.
But one thing's for certain: you're going to go out to the bars anyway. May as well do it outside while we've got some nice weather out.
Yeah, in this state, it's hard to come by, and something about just drinking in the open air. It just satisfies the soul.
Agreed. All right. Well,
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to play the bumper this week because we don't have any emails, so nothing to actually sound up.
Did we have any posts on our Facebook stuff from last week, or
from
were people commenting on anything?
Just in the chat, probably. Did you see?
Yeah.
Did you catch anything, Eric? Is there anything in particular you wanted?
We had 14 comments.
14 comments.
Last week. On the last broadcast.
Is that right? Well, do you have them in front of you right now?
Yeah, kind of, but it doesn't really. They're just kind of responding to the show that we were doing then. You hear that cat in the background?
What's the deal with that?
Eddie's messing with Gus. Like silly animals.
Nice. So no comments you wanted to share.
Let's see here. What I thought that maybe there was gonna be one. I was gonna say something about. Carrie Boone says, "What are you guys talking about?" That was July 10th at 9:02 p.m. And he also said Boone is in the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were talking about paddleboarding then. Boone, thanks for the comments. Appreciate that. Scott said, "What exactly is this?"
Oh yeah.
Scott Popelka. And we replied, "It's our podcast." about doing stuff outside. It's just been a long time since we've done this. So, we got stuff happening.
So we are just, okay, we're just saying their last names now. All right. I know they're in the chat and everything, but
They're in the chat. They're on Facebook. They put themselves out there. It's okay.
sure. Sounds good. Okay. 2 people in the chat now doing the Shane Nation, One Nation Under Shane. That's a weird
Who said that?
inside joke here, but Drew and Matt both said this at one point or another here.
Nice. Yeah, Shane. That's like that, right?
Yeah, it's like that, I suppose. So, hey, check out our website, niceguynetwork.com/Wildernet. You can find us on iTunes, search for Wildernet Podcast, or find the link on our website. You can find us on Stitcher. Our email address is wildernetpodcast@gmail.com. On Twitter, we are on Twitter at WildernetCast, and Facebook at Wildernet Podcast.
No. Yeah, Wildernet Podcast. We don't really do anything with Twitter.
Nobody does anything with Twitter.
It's just a fire hose. That's how I describe it. It's just so much all the time.
And
how do you deal with that? So we got to do the Instagram thing. We'll have to get on it this week for next week.
yeah, and Twitter is, it's kind of been going downhill. At least that's my interpretation for a while.
Me too. They just can't get their algorithm correct. And there's better products out there. Hey, so anybody listening live right now, whoever that, if there's 2 people, 1 person, 5 of you, I don't know. Would you guys and gals like an Instagram page for Wildernet? Would that make you happy?
We'll wait.
Find us there. Facebook us and let us know if you want us to Instagram.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say the other thing about Twitter is it's full of spam now, more than
Really?
any social media. Facebook's getting pretty bad, but I feel like they kind of strip those out pretty quick.
Deal with it. Yeah, they get on it quick.
Yeah. Maybe Twitter's gotten a little bit better about it at this point, but I know for a while there was just the majority of my requests on there was like that.
Twitter's a piece of crap. Let's just put it out there. The bird's dead. Just put him out of his misery.
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of cool for a little while, but
who knows? Use it. I can't knock it because there really are a lot of people that say, I love Twitter. It's the best thing in the world. I post 20 times a day. And that's what I don't like about it. I'm not posting anything 20 times a day.
Right.
It'd be like if you get 2 things out of me from Facebook out of the week.
Mm-hmm.
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 So, Eric, as is tradition, where can people find you?
Well, etcproductionco.com or where2huntapp.com. Choose your path wisely. No, seriously, if you need a logo, if you are starting a business, you need a logo for an event, or you are rebranding, I've done logos for all of those reasons. And, I take a lot of pride and I have a lot of passion in that stuff. So that's great. And if you are hunting anything, anywhere, and you want to know where other hunters are around you, where2huntapp.com. Take a look. Find out who's nearby. I actually got a tagline. I have a tagline, an official trademark. Scout, Smart, Hunt, Safe. That's trademarked.
Nice. As of when is that? As of
like 2 months ago or something.
Oh,
Finally came through. Those things are wasn't the cheapest thing in the world to do, and it took a little while. My dog looks like a goat right now, so that's weird. I'll send you a photo of the goat dog.
Are you sure you didn't just have a goat walk in the house?
Well, that'd be pretty interesting. Goats are weird. They have squares. Damn it.
What?
Their eyeballs aren't round. They're not balls. They're just
rectangles or
rectangle. What the heck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Something's weird about that.
Actually, I've noticed that if you look at even a white-tailed deer's eye, it kind of has that. People is kind of similar to that, even though they're very. Oh, he's showing me this. Why didn't I get it on my phone yet? Oh, there it is.
My phone, your Clarence.
Oh, because he's on top of the couch. like on the top of the couch. That's funny.
Yeah, looks like what a goat would do. I don't know what he's actually doing. He's been pretty weird. He's weirded out because I'm like ignoring him.
Maybe he could be trying to be a cat though. So anyway, you can find me on Twitter, even though
we just bashed Twitter. We just beat it to a pulp with a baseball bat, metaphorically.
Mostly you though.
Yeah.
But I am on there occasionally at Shave Mad Ox. Check out.
So what is Shave Mad Ox? Let's dig into that for a minute here.
Go into that.
Well, no, but you got.
No.
Can I talk about the band?
Which band?
the band.
You talk about a band.
I'm not talking about the rubber band.
Yeah. What are we talking about here? What?
I don't know. You don't have to say anything. You can just keep going if you don't want to talk about it.
You want me to talk about my band?
That's right.
Well, yeah, sure. You could check out elsetheband.com if you want. I suppose that's
maybe that should get changed from Shave Maddox to Else the Band, since you don't want to talk about Shave Maddox.
Oh, I don't. Maybe. I'm not on Twitter for that too much either, honestly.
Twitter. We're just gonna end you.
Yeah. Check out my other show though, Tech Ease, if you'd like as well, at niceguynetwork.com/techies. And we haven't recorded on there in a little while, but hopefully one of these days we get back to that as well.
Yeah, techies. Yeah, I actually sent quite a few, but maybe 3 to 4 different people to techies' direction for actual technical support questions about their iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure we're supposed to be doing tech support, but
well, not support, not like a help desk per se, but hey, I can't figure this out on my iPhone, or what is this thing that my iPhone can do? And I said, you should talk to the techies guys. They actually get technology pretty well. And I think a couple people might have reached out.
Yeah, I think at one point. So thank you for doing that, Eric. I always would like the listenership, of course.
There you go.
But yeah, we're not necessarily. Well, some of us are smarter than others on the show. Let's just say.
You patting yourself on the back?
I haven't worked as a technician for quite some time now myself, but yeah, it's mostly about new and upcoming technology to help make our lives easier.
Well, if you made it this far into the show, thanks for listening. Thanks for hearing our shameless plugs. And if you're headed to a beer garden somewhere in Wisconsin, hit us up and do it on Facebook. That's where we'll pay attention, and do the little @ sign and then Wildernet podcast. Tag us, and maybe we'll see you there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Exciting stuff. Thanks everyone for listening. And yeah, I guess that's a show, huh?
Is that what you say at the end of the show?
Yeah, I think so. Thanks everyone I know what to say. Just making sure you don't have anything else to add. That's all.
No, good.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, take care.
And get outside.
All right, we're still live. Don't forget.
That's right. I'm just gonna eat some chocolate. Don't mind me.
Watch the F-bombs until I, cease transmission. Should I cease transmission?
I won't swear.
I won't swear. I won't swear. I promise. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of work to edit that or to change that.
Sorry about
that. No, I mean to change to a explicit tag would be kind of. Plus, good to get kids involved. Well, maybe not to beer gardens, but kids involved with the outdoors, right?
Yeah.
Although I will say that I'm sure a lot of kids have more smells than I did at their age these days.
You're damn right.
Man, I wish I could have kept my fan on this whole time. Freaking
Hot over there.
sweaty here.
Schvette. Are you Schvette, Shine?
Yeah, I'm sweaty. Oh boy. Oh, wow, good show.
Yeah, it was nice. Hopefully people liked it. That's what I care about. Making sure people have some entertainment in their lives.
Yeah, and excuses, giving people excuses to get out of the inside part of the house.
Get out of the inside.
Get out of the inn. Wow. Did you break?
I just tossed mice into the sink.
They said I just tossed mice in the sink.
Some ice, not mice. Yep.
Try to reconnect.
Yep.
For wireless connection, your video has been paused.
All right, then. Well, you have a nice night. I'll let you do your thing.
All right. Thanks. You
So I'm
too.
gonna sit here with you. I don't know what you want me to do.